Hello out there, it is the Tippler3848 here, and we're back on FIFA 16 Career Mode with Arsenal. Today's games, we have Stoke at home, Chelsea away, and, come on, let's move it along, Leicester away, and also another massive game, Manchester United at home. Now, I'm going to sim the Stoke game, and you'll see that in a second. I'm going to sim one game per episode, 4 in every single episode. That way we can get moving. I've missed a lot of time because I've been feeling quite ill, but that's boring. No one cares about that. Why don't we just get on into it and stop looking at the same screen that I've clearly been staring at for way too long? But I just want to say a massive congratulations to Arsenal. And I watched the game last night. It was phenomenal. We outplayed Bayern Munich. Well, outplayed is a strong word. We really sorted them out tactically, basically. We did park the bus a little bit, but against a team like Bayern Munich, that's what you have to do. Now, what do we have here? We have Stoke against Arsenal. It's the sim game, so you know we're probably going to get a bucket load of injuries. But what you can see at the moment, it's 0-0 still. We're getting on to sort of 75 minutes, and then bang! Olivier Giroud, just like he did yesterday, comes on and finishes brilliantly. Now this is something that I'm going to be touching on more in this career mode than I did last. I'm setting up youth scouts everywhere, or Brazil, England and Holland, to be completely and utterly honest, and we're just doing a bit of training with our young guys. I'll show the bits of training that I do just so you can see the players that I pick and how they grow, but we're now going to get into the first game that we play, and that's against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Just showing here, I took Theo off because Danny Welbeck did his usual, I really want to play, but you're not going to see many highlights from this game because, God sake, all Chelsea did was this, just tap at the back. It's like somebody in the back of my head was laughing at me about parking the bus, and it just gave me a headache. I couldn't understand where it was coming from, but thanks very much, Chelsea. You made this one boring game. All I basically did was chase them back and forth, their back four, back to their goalkeeper and back again, but we did get a couple of little opportunities with Ozil. Sadly, it was on his weaker foot. I think with a better player, a right-footed player, we would have been fine. Chelsea had a few little opportunities here and there. Not exactly anything to write home about, but look at that mistake at the back. It's got to be a goal. But somehow we completely messed it up. I think it was Coquelin there trying to put the ball across, and we had a corner. It went nowhere. Back to training. Training's more interesting than that game. But I believe on this one, Mr. O'Connor goes up to a 56. So people are growing. I do like the addition of that little training bit, but you know, we're going to keep on going for the young players, but we go into the game against Leicester, which Arsenal in real life won 5-3. Was it 5-3 or 5-2? I think it was 5-2 actually. 5-2, so hopefully we can go for something like that. I put the reserves out because we've got that massive game with Man United coming next. Decent shot and save there by Schmeichel, and then this happens. It's like out of the Karate Kid. It's crazy, and I'm not saying that because it was Okazaki. But what a goal. I can't believe it. First, Adam Lallana, and now Okazaki does that. Ridiculous. I'm not conceding a lot of goals, but the ones I do, they are worth watching. It's crazy. But hopefully we can get back into this game. And really, I mean, Arsenal went 1-0 down in the game themselves, so I had to get some of that Arsenal strength and pass it from Giroud over to Rosicky. Back to Giroud. You can see Kieran Gibbs absolutely busting a gut on this left-hand side. He's going to, slice past one, and then, that's why you're a left-back, and that's why you're very left-footed. But Leicester, fair play, they did not just sit back and hope to keep the 1-0. But now we've got Olivier Giroud coming in on the left. Kick it through. Oh, that's a penalty, I think. But look at Rosicki, look at him shaking his hair. Ooh. I tell you what, it gets creepier the closer you get to his face there. But we give the penalty to Olivier Giroud, and that is 2 in 3 games for him there. He didn't score against Chelsea. He got the one against Stoke that we simmed. But we're obviously going to try and get forward. Alex Iwobi, not a bad player so far on career mode. I'm definitely going to keep putting him in the reserve team and keep using him. But we got Joel Campbell, Kasper Schmeichel. He just punched everything, and then Ramsey with a bit of a fart in the jacuzzi there. Absolutely nothing. But like I say, Leicester did absolutely nothing. Joel Campbell was a bit cheeky there, just chipping it into the Leicester player to put it out. But we've got Mathieu Flamini here, through on goal. Totally not the player you want to be through on goal in that sort of situation, and he does nothing with it. I mean, I had to shoot. There was no pass on. I really wish it was somebody like Theo I had through, or Ox, or somebody like that, but it just wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. More training! Look how much training you can get in, and this is only in between 3 games so far, and this is about the 3rd or 4th bit of training that we've had them doing. But you can see a lot of players going up there. I've chosen Theo, Ramsey, Bellerin, Chambers, and O'Connor again. I'm not too sure about Stephen O'Connor at this point. I'm not sure I'm going to use him all that much, but we'll see what happens in January as we get into the Manchester United game. And what can we do here? Arsenal in real life won 3-0. They were 2-0 up within 7 minutes. They absolutely battered United. I missed it because I was at the NFL game, but that doesn't matter. We've got Cazorla putting it through for Ozil, who cuts inside. It's got to be, surely. No, Theo's touch lets him down. That is more of the Theo of about 2-3 years ago. He's been pretty prolific up here. But we got Gabriel, back to Bellerin, retarded pass number 1, back to Bellerin, retarded pass number 2. But yeah, I was never really worried. For him to score from there, he'd have to do something pretty damn special. Bit of Sanchez, good save by De Gea. Again, this is one that it didn't have an absolute load of attempts in this one. You can see they get a foul out of nothing. I've watched that replay back 7 times and I have no idea why they got that. But Rooney has a go and it's straight at Petr Cech. He's going to save that all day long. But what minute are we at? We're at the sort of 40th minute, getting on to half time, and you can see it wasn't long after they had that free kick because the magic spray is still on the pitch. That stuff takes ages, but oh, I really thought we had conceded there, and I was about to kick myself, and then the rest of the team. But again, look at this. Man United just tapping it around the back. Looks like he's about to go forward. Slight bit of pressure on him, and he goes straight back, and then they're just tapping it along the line, and Cazorla does come in there with a karate kick, but it absolutely comes to nothing. But we got Cazorla on the break, Man United being very boring still, and then, you know, that's the sort of passing that I had to put up with this evening. I don't know if it was me because I was ill, or if it's just the retarded passing that I seem to have to putting up with FIFA 16. So there was another opportunity to see exactly what that was. I mean, I was trying really hard to get the ball forward, because where you really need the ball to be is where it is right now, right in the thick of the Man United penalty area, the danger zone, if you will.
Out of the danger zone, danger zone, danger zone, danger zone.
What? Danger zone?
Oh yeah, and that was the end of the game. A 0-0 draw. Time for more training. So that was all of the games in this episode as we sort of wind down with another bit of training. I'm just going to say thanks for watching if you have come and watched. I hope you've enjoyed as always. A bit of a surprise coming up for you right now. Stoke are top of the league. I mean, the only ones in the top 5 are United and City. Chelsea are outside of that. Liverpool, we are. It's ridiculous. How is Stoke top of the league? They've lost 1 game, and that was the game that I beat them in the sim game. So it's even more miraculous that I managed to beat them. But next time out, we're basically coming bang up to date with real life. We've got Watford away, Everton, Swansea, and the fourth game is going to be a massive local derby against the Scummers, against Tottenham Scum Spurs. I am out. This is the Tippler3848. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and come follow me on Twitter. I thank you.
Night and day, I'll be here. Night and day, I'll be here. Night and day, I'll be here.